When balancing a decomposition problem, we're going to follow the same process that we did when balancing synthesis reactions. In that the first step is, if given in a story problem format, you need to reconfigure that into an equation. And in this case, I have my reactants on the left side of the arrow here, away from the arrowhead. And I have on the right side of that arrowhead, I have my number, or my products. So once that's done, the next step I'm going to do is I'm going to make a T-chart, splitting the reactants from the products. And what we want to do is we want to start by copying down the reactants that I have on my reactant side. So in this case, I have Na and I have Cl. Now, where this is different from a synthesis reaction is that there's no plus sign between the Na and Cl. So if you need to add more sodium, you also have to add more chlorine, and vice versa. You can't just add one or the other. So I'm going to add those on the reactant side, and I'm also going to copy them down onto the product side. And I'm going to place them how I'm going to use them. So if we look at the product side now, on my product side I can have sodium by itself, and I can have chlorine by itself. But that chlorine has to be in pairs. And what I have written down right now, I have chlorine by itself. So we're not done with this problem. So the only way I can get more chlorine is if I add on the reactant side, which means I have to add a whole nother NaCl. So we're going to add an Na, and we're going to add another chlorine. In doing so, I'm going to put another sodium on the product side, and I'm going to put a second chlorine on the product side also. Now when we do this, sodium, again on the product side, it can just be sodium by itself. I have two sets of them now. Chlorine has to be in pairs, and I have a single set of them. So the last step that I need to do is I need to look at this and make sure that I have the same number of reactants as products. So I have two sodiums on the reactant side, two sodiums on the product side, two chlorines on the reactant side, two chlorines on the product side, and then I will finish by updating the problem with the coefficients that go out front. So I have on the reactant side 2 NaCl, so I'm going to put 2 out front, and then I have 2 sodiums on the product side, so I'm going to put 2 out front. And even though I have 2 chlorines also on the product side, if we look at the original equation, that's written as Cl2, and so I'm going to only add those as pairs. So I only have one pair of Cl2. And so at this point here, we have 2 sodium chlorides decomposes into 2 sodiums and 1 molecule of chlorine gas. This is a balanced decomposition problem. We're going to do more of these here in class and over the next couple days as part of our series on reaction types.